True beauty radiates from within, and when your inner strength shines through your outer presence, it creates an irresistible magnetism that draws people to you. Men are naturally attracted to women who possess both grace and inner power, women who carry themselves with quiet confidence and authentic self-assurance. In this video, I will share 15 powerful beauty secrets that will help you cultivate and showcase your inner strength in a way that captivates and inspires. These aren't just superficial tips, but transformational practices that will help you become the most authentic and attractive version of yourself. If you're ready to discover how your inner strength can become your most beautiful asset, let's begin this journey together. 1. Cultivate the glow of self-acceptance. The most beautiful women in the world share one common trait. They have made peace with themselves and embraced who they truly are. This inner acceptance creates a natural glow that no makeup or skincare routine can replicate. When you accept yourself fully, flaws and all, you radiate a confidence that is both captivating and comforting to others. Men are drawn to women who are comfortable in their own skin because this self-acceptance signals emotional maturity and inner strength. The journey to self-acceptance begins with honest self-reflection. Look at yourself in the mirror not with criticism, but with the same kindness you would show a beloved friend. Acknowledge your imperfections without judgment and celebrate your unique qualities. This doesn't mean becoming complacent or refusing to grow, but rather loving yourself as you are while working toward becoming who you want to be. Practice speaking to yourself with compassion and watch how this inner dialogue transforms your outer presence. When you truly accept yourself, you stop seeking validation from others and instead become a source of positive energy that others want to be around. Your self-acceptance gives others permission to be authentic too, creating deeper and more meaningful connections. Remember, a woman who loves herself unconditionally has an inner light that shines so brightly it illuminates everyone around her. 2. Master the art of graceful posture. Your posture is the silent language that speaks volumes about your inner strength before you ever say a word. A woman who carries herself with grace and dignity immediately commands respect and admiration. Graceful posture isn't just about standing straight. It's about moving through the world with intention and presence. When you align your body properly, you not only look more elegant and poised, but you also feel more confident and powerful from within. Start by imagining a golden thread pulling you up from the crown of your head, lengthening your spine and lifting your chest. Your shoulders should be relaxed but pulled back slightly, creating an open and welcoming presence. When you walk, do so with purpose and fluidity, as if you're gliding rather than simply moving from point A to point B. Practice walking slowly and deliberately, feeling each step and maintaining that sense of inner poise. Graceful posture extends beyond just standing and walking. When you sit, choose positions that reflect your inner dignity. Sit up straight with your hands placed elegantly in your lap or resting gracefully on the arms of your chair. Cross your legs at the ankles rather than the knees for a more refined appearance, and keep your movements smooth and controlled. The way you hold yourself tells the world how you feel about yourself, and when you carry yourself with grace, others naturally treat you with greater respect and admiration. 3. Develop the strength of authentic confidence. True confidence isn't about being the loudest person in the room or proving yourself to others. Authentic confidence comes from knowing your worth and expressing it quietly but powerfully. It's the kind of confidence that doesn't need to announce itself because it's felt by everyone around you. This inner strength is magnetic because it represents security, wisdom, and emotional maturity. Building authentic confidence starts with understanding and embracing your unique strengths and capabilities. Make a list of your accomplishments, skills, and positive qualities, not to boast, but to remind yourself of your inherent worth. Practice speaking up for yourself and others when necessary, but do so with grace and composure. Confident women don't need to diminish others to feel powerful. Instead, they lift others up while maintaining their own strong presence. Work on developing your voice, both literally and figuratively. Speak clearly and at an appropriate volume, choosing your words thoughtfully and expressing your opinions with conviction. When you disagree with someone, do so respectfully but firmly, showing that you have strong principles without being confrontational. Remember that authentic confidence is attractive because it signals that you are emotionally stable and capable of handling life's challenges with grace and wisdom. 4. Nurture your intellectual curiosity. A woman with an active and curious mind is incredibly attractive because intellectual vitality is a form of inner strength that never fades. Men are drawn to women who can engage in meaningful conversations, who have interests and passions beyond the superficial, and who continue to learn and grow throughout their lives. Intellectual curiosity keeps your mind sharp and your spirit young, creating an energy that is both inspiring and magnetic. Cultivate your interests by reading regularly, whether it's classic literature, current events, or subjects that fascinate you personally. Stay informed about the world around you so you can contribute meaningfully to conversations. Develop expertise in areas that genuinely interest you, whether that's art, science, philosophy, or any other field that sparks your passion. The key is to pursue knowledge not to impress others, but because you genuinely enjoy learning and growing. Engage in conversations with genuine interest in what others have to say. Ask thoughtful questions and listen actively to the responses. Share your own insights and perspectives, but do so in a way that invites dialogue rather than trying to dominate the conversation. When you approach interactions with curiosity rather than judgment, you create connections that are both intellectually stimulating and emotionally satisfying. Your intellectual curiosity becomes a form of inner beauty that enriches both your own life and the lives of those around you. 5. Embrace the power of emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is one of the most attractive qualities a woman can possess because it represents a deep understanding of both yourself and others. Women with high emotional intelligence can navigate complex social situations with grace, handle conflicts with maturity, and create emotional safety for those around them. This inner strength is incredibly appealing because it signals that you are capable of forming deep, meaningful relationships and handling life's challenges with wisdom and composure. Developing emotional intelligence begins with self-awareness. Pay attention to your emotions throughout the day and try to understand what triggers different feelings. Practice identifying your emotions accurately rather than just saying you feel good or bad. Once you understand your own emotional patterns, you can begin to manage them more effectively. When you feel angry or upset, take time to process these feelings before reacting. This emotional self-control is a sign of inner strength that others find both impressive and comforting. Extend this awareness to others by paying attention to their emotional states and responding with empathy and understanding. Learn to read body language, tone of voice, and other subtle cues that reveal how someone is feeling. When someone is struggling, offer support without trying to fix their problems unless they ask for advice. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is simply listen with genuine compassion and understanding. Your emotional intelligence becomes a gift you offer to the world, creating deeper connections and making others feel truly seen and understood. 6. Cultivate inner peace and serenity. In our fast-paced world, a woman who radiates inner peace and serenity stands out like a beacon of calm in a storm. This inner tranquility is incredibly attractive because it represents emotional stability and spiritual strength. Men are naturally drawn to women who can remain centered and composed even in challenging situations because this peace is both calming and inspiring. Inner peace doesn't mean being passive or disconnected from the world, but rather maintaining your emotional equilibrium while fully engaging with life. Develop a daily practice that helps you connect with your inner peace, whether that's meditation, prayer, journaling, or simply spending quiet time in nature. Start each morning with a few minutes of stillness, setting an intention for the day and connecting with your inner wisdom. Throughout the day, practice returning to this place of peace when you feel stressed or overwhelmed. Learn to breathe deeply and mindfully, using your breath as an anchor to the present moment. When conflicts arise, approach them from this place of inner calm rather than reacting from emotional turbulence. This doesn't mean suppressing your feelings, but rather processing them internally before choosing how to respond. Your ability to remain centered and peaceful becomes a source of strength, not just for yourself, but for everyone around you. People are naturally drawn to those who can provide a sense of calm and stability in an often chaotic world. 7. Express your authenticity boldly. Authenticity is magnetic because it's so rare in a world where many people wear masks to hide their true selves. When you embrace and express your authentic self, you attract people who appreciate you for who you truly are rather than for who you pretend to be. This genuine self-expression is a form of inner strength because it requires courage to be vulnerable and real in a world that often rewards conformity. Being authentic starts with knowing yourself deeply and accepting all aspects of your personality, both the parts you love and the parts you're working to improve. Stop trying to be someone you think others want you to be, and instead focus on becoming the best version of your true self. Express your genuine opinions, share your real interests, and let your unique personality shine through in your interactions with others. This doesn't mean being inappropriate or inconsiderate, but rather being honest about who you are while still treating others with respect and kindness. When you speak, let your words reflect your true thoughts and feelings rather than saying what you think people want to hear. Share your passions and interests enthusiastically, even if they're unconventional or different from what's popular. Your authenticity gives others permission to be real too, creating relationships based on genuine connection rather than pretense. Remember that the right people will be drawn to your authentic self, while those who aren't meant to be in your life will naturally drift away, making room for more meaningful connections. 8. Develop resilient inner strength. Life inevitably brings challenges, disappointments, and setbacks, but how you handle these difficulties reveals your true character and inner strength. Resilient women who can bounce back from adversity while maintaining their grace and optimism are incredibly attractive because this strength indicates emotional maturity and the ability to grow from difficult experiences. Men are drawn to women who can handle life's ups and downs with courage and wisdom because they represent stability and strength in partnership. Building resilience starts with changing your relationship with challenges and setbacks. Instead of viewing difficulties as punishments or signs of failure, learn to see them as opportunities for growth and learning. When something doesn't go as planned, ask yourself what you can learn from the experience and how it might make you stronger or wiser. Practice reframing negative situations in a more empowering way, focusing on what you can control rather than what you cannot. Develop a support system of trusted friends and family members who can encourage you during difficult times, but also cultivate your own inner resources so you don't depend entirely on others for emotional support. Create healthy coping mechanisms such as exercise, creative expression, or spiritual practices that help you process difficult emotions and maintain your equilibrium. When you face setbacks, allow yourself to feel the disappointment or pain without being overwhelmed by it. Then focus on taking positive action to move forward. Your resilience becomes a source of inspiration for others and a foundation for building the life you truly want. 9. Master the art of elegant communication. The way you communicate reveals your inner strength and intelligence more than almost any other factor. Elegant communication isn't about using fancy words or speaking in a particular accent, but rather about expressing yourself with clarity, kindness, and conviction. Women who can articulate their thoughts and feelings with grace and precision are incredibly attractive because this skill indicates both intelligence and emotional maturity. Elegant communication begins with listening. Practice giving others your full attention when they speak, putting away distractions, and really hearing what they're saying. Ask thoughtful questions that show you're engaged and interested in understanding their perspective. When it's your turn to speak, choose your words thoughtfully and express your ideas clearly and concisely. Avoid filler words and speak at a pace that allows others to follow your thoughts easily. Learn to disagree respectfully without becoming argumentative or dismissive. You can maintain your position while still acknowledging the validity of other viewpoints. Practice expressing your needs and boundaries clearly and kindly, without apologizing for having standards or expectations. Your tone of voice is just as important as your words, so speak with warmth and confidence while avoiding aggressive or defensive tones. Master the art of storytelling by sharing experiences and insights in a way that engages and inspires others. Your elegant communication becomes a gift you offer in every interaction, creating deeper connections and earning respect from everyone you meet. 10. Cultivate physical vitality and energy. Physical vitality is an outward expression of inner strength that is immediately noticeable and highly attractive. When you feel strong, healthy, and energetic in your body, this vitality radiates outward and draws others to you like a magnet. This isn't about having a perfect figure or meeting unrealistic beauty standards, but rather about taking care of your body as the vessel that carries your beautiful spirit through life. Physical vitality starts with nourishing your body with wholesome foods that give you sustained energy throughout the day. Focus on eating plenty of fresh fruits and vegetables, lean proteins, and healthy fats while limiting processed foods that drain your energy. Stay hydrated by drinking plenty of water throughout the day, and notice how proper hydration affects your skin, your energy levels, and your overall sense of well-being. Develop a movement practice that you genuinely enjoy, whether that's dancing, yoga, hiking, swimming, or any other form of physical activity that makes you feel alive and strong. The key is consistency rather than intensity, so choose activities you can maintain long-term rather than pushing yourself to exhaustion. Prioritize getting adequate rest and recovery time, as this is when your body repairs and rejuvenates itself. Create a bedtime routine that helps you wind down and get quality sleep, and notice how proper rest affects your mood, your appearance, and your ability to handle stress. Your physical vitality becomes a foundation for everything else in your life, giving you the energy and strength to pursue your goals and maintain your emotional equilibrium. 11. Embrace your natural feminine grace. Feminine grace is a powerful form of inner strength that manifests as elegance, gentleness, and intuitive wisdom. This isn't about conforming to stereotypes or suppressing other aspects of your personality, but rather about honoring and expressing the naturally graceful aspects of your feminine nature. Men are drawn to women who embrace their femininity with confidence, because this grace represents a different kind of strength that complements rather than competes with masculine energy. Feminine grace can be expressed through gentle but purposeful movements, speaking with a soft but clear voice, and approaching situations with intuition and empathy rather than purely logical analysis. Practice moving through the world with fluidity and elegance, whether you're walking down the street or simply reaching for something across a table. Let your gestures be deliberate and graceful, and take your time with movements rather than rushing through them. Embrace your intuitive abilities and learn to trust your gut feelings about people and situations. Your feminine intuition is a powerful tool for navigating relationships and making decisions, so honor these insights rather than dismissing them in favor of purely rational analysis. Express your nurturing nature by caring for others and creating beauty in your environment. This might mean arranging flowers, creating a welcoming home, or offering comfort to someone who is struggling. Your feminine grace becomes a gift that softens the harsh edges of the world and creates spaces where others feel safe to be vulnerable and authentic. 12. Develop your creative expression. Creativity is a powerful expression of inner vitality that makes you incredibly attractive because it shows that you have a rich inner world and the courage to express it. Creative expression isn't limited to traditional arts like painting or music. It can manifest in how you dress, how you decorate your home, how you solve problems, or how you approach any aspect of your life with imagination and innovation. Men are drawn to creative women because creativity indicates intelligence, passion, and the ability to see the world from unique perspectives. Find ways to express your creativity regularly, whether through traditional artistic pursuits or by bringing a creative approach to everyday activities. This might mean experimenting with new recipes in the kitchen, rearranging your living space in beautiful ways, writing in a journal, or finding creative solutions to challenges at work. The key is to approach creativity as play rather than performance, focusing on the joy of expression rather than worrying about whether others will approve of your creations. Share your creative expressions with others when you feel inspired to do so, but also give yourself permission to create purely for your own enjoyment and growth. Your creativity keeps your spirit young and vibrant while providing an outlet for emotions and ideas that might otherwise remain unexpressed. When you regularly engage in creative activities, you develop a kind of inner sparkle that others find irresistibly attractive because it represents aliveness and passion for life. 13. Practice the art of mindful presence. In our distracted world, the ability to be fully present in each moment is a rare and beautiful gift. Mindful presence is a form of inner strength that allows you to connect deeply with yourself and others while fully experiencing the richness of life. Women who can be completely present in conversations and experiences are magnetic because this quality of attention makes others feel truly seen and valued. Developing mindful presence starts with practicing awareness of the current moment rather than getting lost in thoughts about the past or future. Throughout the day, take moments to pause and notice what you're experiencing through your senses. What you see, hear, smell, taste, and feel in this moment. This simple practice helps anchor you in the present and creates a sense of aliveness and vitality that others find attractive. When you're with others, practice giving them your full attention rather than thinking about what you'll say next or being distracted by your phone or other concerns. Make eye contact, listen to not just their words but the emotions behind them, and respond from a place of genuine engagement rather than automatic reaction. Your presence becomes a gift you offer to others, creating moments of real connection in a world that often feels superficial and hurried. Practice bringing this same quality of presence to everyday activities like eating, walking, or even doing household chores, transforming routine tasks into opportunities for mindfulness and appreciation. 14. Cultivate compassionate strength. True strength isn't about being hard or invulnerable, but rather about having the courage to remain open-hearted and compassionate even when life is challenging. Compassionate strength is incredibly attractive because it represents the highest form of inner power, the ability to love and support others while maintaining healthy boundaries and self-respect. Men are drawn to women who can be both tender and strong because this combination creates emotional safety and inspiration in relationships. Compassionate strength begins with developing compassion for yourself. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a dear friend facing similar challenges. When you make mistakes, practice self-forgiveness and focus on learning and growing rather than harsh self-criticism. This self-compassion creates a foundation of inner strength that allows you to extend genuine compassion to others. Practice seeing others with empathy and understanding, recognizing that everyone is fighting battles you may not be aware of. This doesn't mean accepting poor treatment or having no boundaries, but rather approaching others with an open heart while protecting your own well-being. Learn to offer support and encouragement to others without trying to fix their problems or taking responsibility for their emotions. Your compassionate strength becomes a healing presence in the world, creating relationships based on mutual respect and genuine care. When you combine tenderness with inner strength, you become someone others can rely on while never losing sight of your own needs and values. 15. Honor your spiritual connection. Spirituality, whether expressed through religious faith, connection with nature, or a personal sense of purpose and meaning, is a powerful source of inner strength that makes you deeply attractive. Women who have a strong spiritual foundation radiate a sense of peace, purpose, and connection to something greater than themselves that is both inspiring and comforting to others. This spiritual strength isn't about preaching or trying to convert others, but rather about living from a place of deep knowing and connection to your highest values and beliefs. Develop and nurture your spiritual practice, whatever form that takes for you. This might mean regular prayer or meditation, spending time in nature, practicing gratitude, or engaging in service to others. The key is to find practices that connect you to your deepest sense of meaning and purpose, creating an inner anchor that keeps you grounded and centered regardless of external circumstances. Let your spiritual beliefs guide your actions and decisions, creating alignment between your values and your behavior. When you live from this place of spiritual integrity, you develop an inner radiance that others find incredibly attractive because it represents authenticity and depth of character. Share your spiritual insights gently and naturally when appropriate. But remember that your greatest spiritual influence comes from living your beliefs rather than talking about them. Your spiritual connection becomes a source of strength that sustains you through all of life's challenges while inspiring others to seek their own deeper connection to meaning and purpose. In conclusion, true beauty that attracts and inspires others comes from the cultivation of your inner strength and the authentic expression of your deepest qualities. These 15 beauty secrets aren't quick fixes or superficial tricks, but rather practices that will transform you from the inside out, creating a magnetism that goes far beyond physical appearance. When you embrace self-acceptance, carry yourself with grace, express authentic confidence, nurture your mind and spirit, and live from a place of compassionate strength, you become irresistibly attractive not just to men, but to everyone whose life you touch. Remember that this journey of inner development is ongoing, and each day offers new opportunities to deepen your connection to your authentic self and express your unique beauty in the world. Your inner strength is your greatest asset, and when you honor and cultivate it, you create a life of meaning, connection, and joy that inspires others to do the same. Embrace these practices with patience and self-compassion, knowing that every step you take toward greater authenticity and inner strength makes you more beautiful and more powerful. If you found this video helpful in your journey toward authentic beauty and inner strength, please like and subscribe to support more content that celebrates the power and beauty of women who dare to shine their light brightly in the world. Take care of yourself, and remember that your inner strength is the most beautiful gift you can offer to yourself and to others.